Whether you are in your home or a public building, chances are you have encountered stairs today. Stairs are an integral part of most buildings. They allow us safe access from one level to another and provide visual interest or make a statement. Stairs can be made from a different type of materials and have different functions. Today I will show you some different tricks, steps, and tips on how to build a set of straight stairs down to a landing. Before starting, I look at the plans. This set of stairs were from my friend Bert's house. He sent me the drawings and I started with the plan view. This shows the view from above the stairs and helps me to familiarize myself with the project. I next look at the cross section. I can find the desired number of runs and risers. I get a sense of the scope of work by looking at both views. From here I can make a materials list and send Bert off to the lumber store. A house on paper is different than a house in the real world. Field measurements let us know what we are really working with. I prefer to do my calculations in metric. Notice that there is one less run than rise. After doing the math, the calculations tell me to set one stair gauge at 178 millimeters for the rise. I set the other gauge at 250 millimeters for the run. Check the building code to make sure that these numbers work before you start. Here is a trick to minimize waste. I use my speed square to extend the end of my board, allowing less wasted material at the top. This is that board stretcher that we've all been looking for. I will always lay out the stringer the same way. The upper end of the stringer is on my right, and the underside or soffit of the stringer faces me. Double check your gauges for correct position and tightness, and always use a sharp pencil. At the back of the top run, a hanger must be installed to support the stringers. This can be done with metal straps or hangers. I'm using a hanger board made out of 3/4 inch plywood. The uppermost run can be adjusted to allow the hanger to act as a riser. I do this by coming back from my last plumb cut the thickness of the riser board and marking a new cut line. This will save time and money. At the bottom of the stringer, I finish marking out the stringer with run number 7 and rise number 8. The stringer is now laid out from the top to the bottom, but I'm not quite finished yet. When all of the pieces of the stair come together, the treads will be added onto the top of the runs. If we don't remove the thickness of the tread from the lowest rise, the first step will be out of alignment with the rest of the stairs. Once all of the layout is complete, and before you start cutting, take the time to double check your marks and your adjustments. This will fall under measure twice and cut once. Now that the stringer has been cut, it should be used as a template to mark out the other 2 stringers in this set. By using the first one as a template, there is less chance for error. To allow drywall to be applied to the walls, a spacer board is attached to the outside of the stringers. This leaves a gap between the framing and the stringer. It will make it much easier to hang drywall later on. Calculate where the hanger board will be attached by taking into consideration the rise of each step, the thickness of each tread, and the thickness of the subfloor. Glue and nail the hanger board to the stringers. The next step is to attach the stringers to the top floor framing and set it down onto the landing. Make sure to securely attach both the top and the bottom. The 1x4 spacers keep an even distance between the wall and the stringer for drywall to slide in later. Starting at the bottom, I install the riser boards and treads. I prefer to use spiral nails and a good construction adhesive like PL Premium. Once this set is finished, we can start on the lower set. The stairwell is finished off with drywall and paint. Notice that the drywall did not need to be notched around the stairs. It fit into the gap left by the drywall spacer board. The finished floor will hide the small gaps for a seamless look. Temporary guards and rails have been added for safe work site. No matter what type of stair you're going to build, the methods that you have seen here today will be similar. Good luck.